Hello, my compañeros. My friends call me Capri, and I am the coolest thing since the peppermint patty. I am so cool, in fact, that Shorty, the creator of the heavens and the earth and sovereign of the kingdom of heaven, has appointed me to be the ambassador at large of the kingdom of heaven. As you probably already know, an ambassador at large is a diplomatic official of the highest order, sent by a sovereign to accomplish a special mission. My special mission is named Exodus 2, the Evolution Revolution, and it will take humankind to the next quantum level, from Homo sapiens to Homo creators. Exodus 2 will lift up all of humankind to an infinitely higher state of consciousness, synergistically multiplying the potency of your creative conscious energy by more than 7 billion times. You and I, all of us as individuals, will be like God. This is our inheritance, our birthright. And now we have the technology to attain this incomparable and comparably majestic apotheosis. Many of the prophets have spoken of this time. All of the world's major religions and the Mayan long count calendar have predicted that it would arrive at exactly this point in our history. Aren't you expecting it? Of course you are. Well, here it is. Before I go into more detail about the wonderful advantages of Exodus 2, I want to get into that letter that I wrote. And before I do that, I want to make you laugh. Because if you're laughing, you'll be paying more attention to me. So let me tell you this quick joke. This gorgeous brunette goes to visit a doctor and complains, "Doctor, I don't know what's wrong with me. Everywhere I touch my body, it hurts like heck." The doctor says, "Well, I've never heard of anything like that. Please, could you demonstrate for me to show me what you're talking about?" So the lady takes her right index finger and she touches her left shoulder. She says, "Ow!" Then she takes her right index finger and touches her left elbow. "Ow!" Then she takes her right index finger and touches her left knee. "Ow!" She screams again. And the doctor looks at her and says, "Hey, wait a minute. You're not really a brunette, are you?" And she says, "No, I'm a blonde. But how could you possibly know that?" And the doctor said, "Because your finger's broken, you obtuse, skanky, chicken-headed bitch." That's not to imply that any of the ladies who this letter is addressed to are blonde. No, 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 no. That letter, yeah. That disgusting and despicable letter, that was me mushing the United States, kicking sand in America's face, and daring America to do something about it. I want the world to see what America did to me, a decorated and disabled Vietnam veteran with 2 honorable discharges. The Fourth Amendment says, "No warrant shall issue but upon probable cause, supported by oath or affirmation." Please look at this document from the Brooklyn VA Hospital Chief of Police, dated February 28, 1994. As you can see, it says 228 here and here, and 22894 down here. 3 times this chief of police dated this document as 22894. There can be no question whatsoever as to this document's date of origin. The 6th line up at the bottom of this document reads, "The U.S. District Court warrant for arrest number 940290M is attached to this report." As you can see also, the FBI agent Anthony John Nelson is mentioned 3 times on this page alone. You know, I'm not a rocket surgeon, but I'm going to go out on a limb here and try to decipher exactly what that means. Does that mean that on February 28, 1994, VA Chief of Police Gregory Bennett, number 344, had in his possession a copy of a U.S. District Court warrant for arrest, number 940290M, and that arrest warrant was attached to his report that is also dated at 22894? Is that what VA Chief of Police Gregory Bennett is saying? Then that has to be the position of the United States. Remember that date, February 28, 1994. The probable cause that the 4th Amendment requires is the FBI complaint, in this case anyway. That's number 940290M. It is the same number on the U.S. District Court warrant for arrest, number 940290M. That SS near the top means that what follows is sworn and subscribed to. What follows is this: Anthony John Nelson, being duly sworn, deposed and says that blah, blah, blah. This ends with, "Wherefore, your deponent respectfully requests that a warrant be issued for the defendant Norman Calvert and that he be dealt with according to law." Then somebody signs Anthony John Nelson above that name. Below that, on the left, it says, "Sworn to before me this 1st day of March, 1994. Hey, wait just a dang nabbit minute. The village idiot has a question. What? That's the same question that the President of the United States had, and the United States Attorney General has, and the New York State Governor has, and the New York State Attorney General has. The same question that you and I have. How in the world did the VA Chief of Police Gregory Bennett have a copy of federal arrest warrant number 940290M in his possession on February 28, 1994, when the complaint upon which that warrant was based did not even exist until the next day? Did anybody happen to notice anything else around there that has really looked suspiciously unconstitutional? How about the United States Magistrate Judge's signature, which is only conspicuous by its absence? Without that signature, there is no oath. Without that oath, there is no complaint. Without that complaint, there is no probable cause. Without that probable cause, there is no warrant for arrest. Without that warrant for arrest, the entire proceeding is a mockery, a sham, and a fraud, criminally violating my civil rights under Title 18, United States Code, Sections 241 and 242. In law, This is called the fruit from the poisonous tree doctrine, and every bit of what follows is illegal to the nth degree. When this gross malfeasance was carried over to the state, it fatally tainted my state trial and cost me 15 very long years of my life. This fatal flaw was so salient that the U.S. magistrate judge before whom I was first legally arraigned had this to say. The court, Mr. Concannon, who's my federal legal aid lawyer, have you reviewed the complaint with Mr. Calvert? Mr. Concannon, yes, we went over it together, Your Honor. The court, Ms. Abergun, that's the U.S. attorney, I've read this, and maybe you can explain. I want to make sure I understand this clearly. Agent Nelson, I gather, is not here. Ms. Abergun, oh, Agent Nelson, who signed the complaint? Now, if that don't stink worse than a 10-day-old dead fish. Why, no, Miss Abergun. I was talking about the Agent Nelson who discovered kryptonite. The United States of America used that bogus felony complaint and arrest to thwart the timely filing requirements, and then replaced it with a misdemeanor information on October 21st, 1994, more than 8 months after the February 10th incident. That misdemeanor information was incorrectly worded, so that when the incorrect wording was used on the judgment of conviction, the judgment of conviction itself was rendered illegal and turned out to be the most damaging element of my state trial and caused me to lose 15 very long years of my life in state prison. I can go on and on and on about what and how the United States has caused me drama, and grief. And I certainly will if the United States refuses to wake up and smell the coffee. I'm going to interject something here for Governor Cuomo about my state trial. It was on a beautiful and sunny May 31st morning in the hood across the street from the liquor store. You get the picture, don't you? There were enough niggers to make a Tarzan movie on that corner when I stabbed Freddie. The police only got 2 eyewitnesses. Here is a 2-page affidavit from the #1 eyewitness, Miss Jeannie Jones. In it, she says 7 times that I only defended myself and that I only moved after the gun was at my head and I was sitting on a milk crate with my back to a brick wall. My attorney and friend, Mr. Frank Allen of Howard Beach, went into the hood to get this affidavit, which my jury never saw. How can New York State say that I claim that I got a fair trial without this exculpatory affidavit? Not to mention a myriad of other irregularities at my state trial. My compañeros, the next time you hear someone say, ours is a nation of laws, you ask them, what about caprice? At this critical juncture, it would behoove the United States to heed the counsel of singer-songwriter Kenny Rogers. You got to know when to hold them and know when to fold them. The alternative is the Jihad-Blitzkrieg. Verbum sapiente.